Hey guys, Unlicensed GT here with another video. Now obviously it's been about a year since my last video, and now with a rebrand from Unlicensed Racer, I'm here with another video. Wow. What can I say? Last year it's been incredibly busy. I'm sure it's been busy for all of us, but with that aside and with a lot more free time now, I've decided to come back to YouTube and also sim racing, and hopefully try and make it into a hobby again. Now the last year I just haven't been able to play ACC or iRacing or anything. I've not really had much practice, so I'm going to be coming into this as a pretty noobish guy again. But anyway, that aside, as you can see here now, we are at Imola. And you've probably noticed already that we've got a mixture of GT3 and GT4 cars. This is obviously using the British GT rules. At the time of this replay, which is a few days ago now, I didn't yet own the British GT DLC, meaning that I couldn't actually use the, well, more like the newer British tracks, but I could still use the rule set, which I only just discovered about a couple of hours before this race actually. And I decided I wanted, as my first video, to have this make-believe mixed category race here at Imola. Now this race in particular is going to be 30 minutes long. I already had 20 minutes of practice and then 20 minutes of qualifying. Qualified in at 7th. In total we're going to manage about 17 laps around Imola before the time will be out. It's going to be it's going to be a great race to get back into it, really. And well, as you'll see soon enough, it's going to be quite eventful. So let's get straight into it. Well, here we are on the grid. Good to be back. I will say that. So anyway, as I said, I qualified in 7th, and I was okay with that. Usually I would have probably liked a bit higher, 5th, just to kind of prove that I'm qualified to be there, I guess. But anyway, I'm qualified ahead of our rival, I guess, for this race, the number 33 Porsche, down in 10th. So I was happy with that, and I was also higher than a BMW and a McLaren. Now we did for this one I did a last corner formation. I would have preferred to have done a whole formation lap, but I forgot to change my settings. That's on me. As you'll find in this race, there's a lot of times where it was on me. But that's to come. Let's focus now on the start of this race. I wasn't really too sure if these guys in front were just going to go off. Now, green flag was starting the race right now, and I just jump right in front of the Bentley and the Aston. And I go from 7th to 5th, and I even try for a bit of a cheeky snag of these places, but the BMW and Mercedes put me in my place. And anyway, I'm in 5th, I'm happy with that. And I just start. Right now, let's try and get into 3rd place. I know I can get that. Now, first of all, I've got this BMW, and right now, I try a sneaky inside pass over the BMW, and I'm able to succeed. I get into 4th place. Barely even started the race. Now, a replay from the helicam. You can see I'm right in front of that Bentley. Happy and snug in position 5. Come straight in, take the inside, and I'm able to pass that BMW relatively easy. So right now, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Been able to jump from 7th to 4th in a relatively short time. Now my next test will be, can I pass this Mercedes in front? I'm already gaining on him. I'm pretty wow, kind of wowed myself with the BMW pass. I kind of get past this Mercedes. as I said before, the difficulty, I set the difficulty of this race to be about average. All the AI players are on normal difficulty. Didn't want something too easy, but at the same time, nothing too hard. And I set it up that way. With aggressiveness is turned up quite a fair bit. I want them to be aggressive. I want them to challenge me wherever possible. I don't want them just to sit back and do nothing. I want them to be, you know, trying to take back the positions I'm taking from them. And right now I'm having quite a battle with this Mercedes. I accidentally, again, a little bit of contact there. But I'm gaining, and at the same time, I'm also increasing the gap I have over the BMW. So I'm kind of confident I can maintain position 4. And that's pretty much going to be, well, as of this moment, my goal is to maintain position 4 and try and take position 3. But, you know, if it means, you know, if taking position 3 means risking position 4, I'm not going to take position 3. I'm not going to attempt it. I want to go play it safe. But I do notice I'm gaining on this Mercedes. I'm right there behind him. Not falling back at all. If anything, you know, gaining. Coming by this iconic Imola signage, I'm about to make a massive mistake. And this is all on me. Just take a watch. Yes. I got distracted by something out of the corner of my eye. Took my eyes off for a split second. Didn't brake. Broke way too late. And I hit this poor Mercedes off the road. In fact, that was it. He was out of the race for good. Now, if this was a multiplayer match, I would have first given back that spot. And number 2, likely have quit out of embarrassment. That was quite embarrassing. But since it's a single player race, I decided, okay, you know what? Let's just continue. Whatever. I was going to pass him anyway. Sorry, guy. Continue on. So anyway, I'm continuing on. Eye on the prize right now because I'm in 3rd place, and I can see the Lamborghini and the number 8 AMG also all the way at the front there. And I'm thinking, maybe I can get first. Maybe it's not all that bad. You know, I did just have that mistake that we're just gonna forget now. But like, you know, let's see if I can take 2nd or even 1st. Now, for the next few laps, not a lot happened. I'm going to be honest, I slowly but surely was increasing my gap with the BMW behind me, but at the same time, my gap with the Lamborghini and Mercedes was just increasing too. So you can see right here, 4.2 seconds. With a 4-second gap also with the BMW. So, you know, I'm not losing any time to the BMW behind me, but I'm not gaining anything with the Lamborghini. And I thought for the longest time that, well, that was going to be it. And then I noticed something right at the top of this. The GT4 cars. This is how I can claw it back. I completely forgot, really, that even though it's only a 30-minute race, eventually I was probably going to catch up with the GT4s. I wasn't expecting it this early though, but it presented an opportunity because these 2 in front, the Mercedes and the Lamborghini, are going to be held up. They're going to be passing. We've got blue flags out, but they're going to have to pass this entire train of slower GT4 cars. I could probably catch them, but obviously I've got a problem. BMW is going to catch me eventually if I'm not quick enough in passing these GT4 cars. Now the first one coming up is the KMT, or KTM, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to have to pass this guy, number 32, and I do on this straight, and yeah. So far, so good. And the gap between me and the Lamborghini AMG is decreasing slightly, with the gap widening with the BMW. Next is the Porsche, the Cayman GT4, the number 88. I try and take him here, a little bit of contact. That was my mistake. Shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have tried that. Should have waited until now. Good, I'm past him. Eye on the prize now, right? There's 2 McLarens coming up. And the Lamborghini is stuck behind the other McLaren, so I want to try and take this one. Now, I take him, but the Lamborghini is already ahead of the other McLaren. But still, only 1.4 seconds in gap now, compared to about 4 seconds about a lap ago. So I'm pretty happy. And the BMW is still about 4.3 seconds behind me. So I'm trying to gun for it. And this is what I love. Can I just say, this is what I love about mixed class racing. Especially in games like ACC. I, for the longest time, was thinking, wow, I'm going to probably be stuck in position 3. I was kind of happy with that anyway, but clearly I was outmatched. The GT4s, though, catching up on them being the slower cars, changes that. Because now, my 2 competitors are going to be held up by these slower cars. And it kind of gives me an opportunity to be able to try and overtake them during turns, in corners and braking and all that. And, well, so far the gap has narrowed. I can see here now with the BMW 3 seconds. Well, just jumped up to 5 actually, but still, that is a bit of a worry. I don't want him catching up, but I want to catch up to these guys. Now already, Lamborghini just got held up by... I believe that's another Mercedes. Alright, that's good. But can I get past this Mercedes before he gets away? I get past this Mercedes. I'm still hot on this Lambo's tail. Get past this Aston. And right now, I'm probably the closest I've been in a while. 0.2 seconds behind him. And the Lambo is 1.4 seconds behind the leading Mercedes GT3 car. It's really close, and I'm going to be honest, this is where I start making a few errors on my part. One of my previous videos, I had an entire thing about, like, you know, getting so in the zone of trying to overtake cars and trying to win, I end up messing up. And I'm going to be honest, this race was no different. Because I became too focused on trying to pass this Lamborghini, trying to claim second. I make mistakes like this, trying to get past that BMW in a way that could have easily lost me the race if I'd spun out. Even this Aston, I was playing it a bit aggressive, but I'm still on the heels of this Lamborghini. I'm not letting him get away. And I'm aggressive enough where I'm still miles ahead of the other GT3 BMW that was behind me. So now, coming into lap 13. Got about 4 laps to go. Obviously with this race, it's not going to be a pit stop race. Something I do want to do in the future are hour-long full sprint races that have a mandatory pit stop in the middle. I haven't really tried that. Like, I've had races where it's 30 minutes and I had a pit stop. But obviously I don't really need it. If it's only 30 minutes, I can take enough fuel. In fact, I'm pretty sure I kind of overloaded for this one. I wanted to play it safe though. Who knows, maybe if I dropped some of the fuel, I may have been light enough to get past this Lamborghini. But that aside, something I want to do in the future is a full 1 hour sprint race with a mandatory pit stop, and also try and do a bit more endurance racing in other platforms. In fact, one of the races I've got coming up is a R Factor 2 race. For the first time I featured this platform, and in it I'll be driving the 488 GTE car with a mixture of GTs, LMP2s, and LMP1s. So that's going to be coming up. Now, back to this race. I've fallen back to about 1.8 seconds behind this Lamborghini. Now, at this point, I'm making silly mistakes like this. I'm just trying desperately to claw my way up. And it's costing me. This is a mistake I always do, and it's not just in sim racing or anything really. It's in anything I do. Get too focused on the prize. I just make these stupid mistakes. There's something in the future, not just in sim racing, just in my own personal life. I want to try and get that out of me, because now that has cost me, and I'm down to 3 seconds behind this Lamborghini. We still have this BMW, just this BMW and the Audi. That's all we've got left. So I get past this BMW, no trouble at all. Back really close behind the Lamborghini. We've still got to pass an Audi, but by this point, yeah, it's not looking good, I'm afraid. I'm pretty convinced that I'm probably only going to make third unless some kind of miracle happens, but I'm okay with that. You know, coming back to this fresh face with normal AI, pretty aggressive. Coming in third isn't too bad. But what I will say is, at least it wasn't just a boring race. Seriously, when I was just going around again and again, nothing really changing, I was thinking about just cancelling this idea of putting this on YouTube. It's a pretty boring race when nothing like that happens. But the GT4s just bring it up. It's even with AI, there's a lot of things happening. We're just trying to get past them. Now we're coming past the last and lead GT4 car, this Audi. Gonna pass him no problems, but did kind of hold up the Lamborghini AMG just a little bit. Still 1.2 seconds behind. I mean, my lead over the BMW, the number 3 BMW, has grown to about 6 seconds now. So, despite having to remain in third position, at least I feel like it's deserved. Obviously, I bumped that other Mercedes off the road, and that is entirely, as I said, my fault. And it's something I need to... Well, one lesson I will take away from this is don't get distracted by random stuff that isn't even really happening. Just got distracted by something in my eye and broke way too late. Anyway, still desperately trying to claw at this Lamborghini. I didn't want them to get away, but at the same time, wasn't likely that I was going to be able to pass them at this late stage. I'm still 0.9 seconds behind this Lamborghini. That Lamborghini is 1.3 seconds behind the Mercedes. Now almost an 8-second lead over the number 3 BMW. So I'm pretty confident, bar a major accident, I'm probably not going to lose the number 3 spot. I have noticed though that I've got a tremendous amount of fuel for this race by this point. I've got just under 20 litres left, enough for about 6 laps. And coming on right now onto the 16th lap, penultimate lap, I'm pretty sure I overfueled it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you could tell me. Something I do want is for people watching this, how very few you may be. If you are really familiar with sim racing, please give me some hints. If I am bad, tell me I'm bad. I want to know though where I'm bad. How can I improve? Is it in my braking? Is it in the way I'm cornering? Am I keeping the correct racing line? Because from where I'm sitting, since I'm still hot on the heels of these two up here, I'm pretty confident that I'm keeping a good racing line. You know, I'm doing everything right. I'm braking at the right times. I know up at this, you know, the chicane, I had a bit of an accident, but to me, I feel like I've been doing everything right this race, even passing the GT4s. A little bit contact, but you know, I didn't get a penalty for it. Oh. Again, trying to keep my eye on the prize, but still doing everything wrong there, you know? And it's because I'm way too focused. Sorry, this was the final lap. I did say penultimate before, this is the final lap, but anyway, I come in third. Try my damnedest to try and get my, like, second place, but I just almost threw it away there. Anyway, quite an eventful race, I will say. Tried my absolute best to get into second, but I'll take third. Still podium, you know. And a good first race to be back, you know. Did a full custom race weekend for this one, and overall a good experience. Quite exciting as well, I must say. I really enjoyed this race. The GT4s made for such a good game changer almost. Seriously, if it wasn't for the GT4s, this would just have been a boring race. I would have watched this Lambo and Mercedes get away from me. I would have come in third. Big gap. Okay, but there would have been no action. All the action pretty much would have happened in the first, like, 2 laps of me passing the BMW and the Bentley and the Aston and all of that. And, oh yeah, me bumping that AMG off the road. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Definitely want to try and be back now on a permanent basis. And, well, see you in the next video. The next video, by the way, I will tell you, is going to be at Spa, which I believe is actually on the calendar for the British GT. So, well, it will fit. Anyway, I'll see you in that video, and goodbye.